Hello and welcome to this video. In this video we're going to talk about how QuickBooks and Excel have started to become more and more in tune with one another. Now, we looked at this feature a while ago, but it's had some updates. It's called QuickBooks Excel Sync, and we're going to see exactly what it can do for you and your business. I really like this feature. I think it's a way we can really take QuickBooks to its next level, especially in more complicated scenarios. Maybe you're in a scenario where you've got a group structure. Maybe you're in a scenario where you need to quickly get data in and out of QuickBooks. Well, I think QuickBooks Sync could be a great answer for you. Currently it's available in QuickBooks Advanced, but this could be a real good reason for you to go and upgrade yourself to the QuickBooks Advanced solution. Let's go straight into it and find exactly how it could be useful for you and your business. Roll that intro. Hello, my name is Aaron Patrick. I'm a chartered accountant, a certified UK trainer with a fancy new logo, that QuickBooks chap on the internet, head of accounts here at Boffix, and also your friendly podcaster who goes live each and every Monday morning with Ask the Accountant. Now, the easiest thing to do is just to show you how this works. So let me take you directly into QuickBooks and show you what I'm talking about. Basically, under the QuickBooks area, top right hand corner, through that cog there is the option there to do a spreadsheet sync, and it will tell you and work you through exactly how to get this through. But ultimately it looks like this. You go to Excel. Once it's all installed, you go to a blank workbook and you get that workbook and use the option there once you've gone through that information to do spreadsheet sync. From here it's going to ask you to basically sign yourself in. So you're going to go press the sign in functionality. From there you're going to put the information in, and once you've got yourself signed in, basically what will happen is it's going to give you the opportunity to start looking at the accounts that you have. So it's got myself signed in, and here's the options that you have available. You can run a report, add and edit data, which is primarily my most excited part about this, run multi-company reports, and the new one, manage budgets. Now, if you want to see the managed budgets in more detail, head over to my budgets video where we can see how that works. But let's go and have a look at the opportunity to add and edit data. Now, first of all, you need to choose what company you're going to be working with, and then you get an opportunity to see the information that's here. So you have the opportunity to bring in invoices, journal entries, supply credits, purchase sales, stock items, accounts, and all of these items here. I'm going to bring journal entries in and see how that works. Now, what do you want to do? Add new records to QuickBooks or edit records and sync back. You then, when you do edit records, have the opportunity to look at the beginning of time, or you can go through from there. I'm going to load this template because from memory, there's not that many journal entries in this file. In fact, let's go have a look. Remember to find journal entries? Well, go and click the normal, press the new button, press the journal entry option, and use the recent buttons. And you'll see here that actually there's a few in there, but not that many, right? There's what, 7 different journal entries in there at this point in time. So for me to be able to make the most of that, I can press the Excel button, and as you can see, there's the option there to go through and see 7. Now, the notes and control is going to tell you exactly what to do here. And I think they've done a really good job in basically telling you how this works. So it tells you debit for posting, credit for posting, number of new lines to be created and edited, and it gives you some notes here. And basically it says the template will automatically load data and drop downs from the connected QBO organization. And clicking on the update field icon, it's going to go through there. Each row in the template represents a journal entry. Only those marked with a yes in the post columns will post to QuickBooks. Required fields that can't be left blank are marked with a star. You can upload supporting sheets as an attachment to each row. To do this, select yes in the upload sheet column and make sure the supporting sheet name is identical to my unique reference field in the template, and you can hold multiple sheets using 1, 2, etc. Okay, so let's go into the journal template area, and you can see here that say yes if you want to post this line. And you can see here that because we've been able to put this information in, we're actually be able to see, we can't edit this one because that's QBO edit, but you can see the information there. So at the moment, we've got a £25 depreciation expense going through. And it says it's auto-generated with the fixed asset depreciation area. Okay, so we don't want to touch that one. What about this one though? Sales and contra account. Here we've got a sales contra going in at 10,000 and then 10,000 there. But let's go change the very first one that's here. So this is a work in progress one. At the moment, the work in progress is going through at £1,500. But let's look to change that. So I'm going to go say yes. And I'm also going to say yes here. That way, I have the opportunity now to say what I want to update it to. And I'm going to go and say I want it to be 1,750 now, not the 1,500. I could maybe change the date as well if I want to, and maybe the reference number. And I can go through maybe putting some other information in. But for now, I just want to see this working. So I can use the Spreadsheet Sync button and say Sync to QuickBooks. When I press Sync, what will happen is going to extract the data and it's going to say that it's all been nicely synced. Everything's gone back to no to say that the post has been done, but notice how it's 1,750. Now if I go back to QuickBooks and I have a look at reports, and let's go and have a look at a trial balance, we can have a look at that work in progress figure in more detail. If I go to my work in progress detail now, it's £2,000. The reason for that, if I go to all dates, run report, is because I've got a journal entry of 1,750, which I adjusted, and £250. Now, what else can I do here? Well, maybe I don't want that journal entry in at all. Well, this is where I can quickly go in and sync and delete, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this one here, and I'm going to go through and press delete, and then press delete. What that should do now is I've pressed the Sync to QuickBooks button, press Sync, should show you that now that journal's completely disappeared, utilising the fact that I was able to sync the data in. Now I only did this for one transaction, but you can imagine how much quicker that could be if I needed it to. And if I want that back, well, let's just say yes. Say yes. I want to post it. This time around, now I'm going to change the date. And I'm actually, this time around, want £2,000 to be posted. Sync to QuickBooks, press Sync. Back into this area here, press Run Report. And you'll see now on the 23rd of the 2nd, 2023, I have a journal entry. That journal entry is for £2,000, which is the one I've just put in there, and it's posting it for me. So for me, this is where the power of this new Spreadsheet Sync is coming into play. That means that we can actually start maybe automating things, or at least being able to get things in much quicker into QuickBooks than we ever have done before. I'm a big fan of, in QuickBooks, using the import feature. So from the import data section under tools, we were able to bring in journal entries really quickly. And actually, in our practice, that's worked an absolute dream for us, because we were able to go in and we were able to bring the data in that might be similar on a lot of clients. For example, if we've got a depreciation or wages structure that we always have on each and every client, maybe it's direct to salary, for example, then having a template that we can then import on multiple clients and save us a lot of time. But I think the Spreadsheet Sync takes it to that next level. It gives us an opportunity to really go in and be able to add data much quicker than we've ever have done before. And I'm really excited to see where this future can take us. You saw how easy it was for me to bring the data in and then sync it back. And you're going to have the opportunity to do exactly the same. We still have the options to run reports, but I do think it's the add and edit data for me that's really going to give us an opportunity to be able to go in there and start adding things nice and quickly. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Have you used the Spreadsheet Sync yet? How do you find it? Do you think that the Spreadsheet Sync is going to be an absolute game changer, or is it something that you're just going to stay clear of? So far, there's limited use cases that I've really been able to dig into, but I'm loving everything I see. And I use a Google Sheet variant to this, which is on the App Store. It's called GACOM, and the idea is that I can extract data from there much easily. And I run my whole practice based on the data we take out of QuickBooks. Now, currently, I'm still using GACOM for various reasons. But as this Spreadsheet Sync gets better and better, there's a good opportunity that I can move all of that functionality and keep it within the spreadsheet scenario. Really excited for how that's going to work. For now though, this has been a great little step in being able to give us an opportunity to be able to clean data up faster and quicker than ever before, because we can use the glorious bits of Excel and really go in there and change things nice and quickly. What do you think? Do you think this is a good opportunity? Do you think this could be a way where you can be able to get data into QuickBooks quicker than ever before? Let us know in the comments below. For now though, if this video has helped you in any way, make sure you use that like button, make sure you use the subscribe button to find more content like this. And if you want anything else to do with the world of QuickBooks, you're already in the right place. As always, this video has been an absolute pleasure to do for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.
Hello and welcome to this new series.
Hello and welcome to this video. Hello and welcome to this video. Hello and welcome to this video.
Hello and welcome to this video.
Hello and welcome to this video. Alright, let's get it set. Let's do this.
Oh yeah, I'm alright. Yes, I'm aware we go live every Monday.
The next generation is that everyone else that missed it.
Yeah. So going back. Alright, you've told us what you love about the industry, but what would you change about the industry?
Where do I start?
During that period of time, where did everyone turn to? Their accountant, their advisor, their bookkeeper, and you all did phenomenal work for small business.